Hey y'all, welcome back to All in the Jeans. How y'all doing out there? Hope y'all good, chilling, living life and stuff, I'm going to be talking about my postpartum journey so far from the time I had Justice to now 4 months postpartum. And just everything that I've been going through physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. I guess that's also mentally is kind of together. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into this video. Now, this is my second postpartum journey. I have one child. Her name is Journey. She is almost 2 years old, and Justice is now 4 months old, almost 5. So this is my second time being postpartum, and I'm going to kind of compare the two. Well, I'll reference how I felt after I had Journey as well, just because that helps me talk to her. So yeah, just to compare. Let's first talk about my weight. I weighed 135 before I was pregnant with Justice. That is the lowest my weight has ever been, just like in a very long time. Before I had Journey, I was like in the 140s, I'm pretty sure, like 145 with her. So I was 135 before I had Justice. At the end of my pregnancy, I was in the 170s. I don't remember the exact number, but I know I was in the 170s, and now I am 139. Go ahead and tell you guys, if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my baby monitor, and I just want to make sure that my daughter that's sleeping is all right. But yeah, so I have been working out since I've had Justice. I work out at least 4 to 6 times a week. Now, that's not every week. That's not that's not really consistent. Sometimes I only can make it one time, or sometimes I just don't work out at all. But for the most part, I think I've only had 2 weeks where I worked out none to 2 times. Besides that, it's been 4 to 6 times a week. And I'm playing around with the plant-based vegan lifestyle. Definitely not serious, definitely not 100% committed to it, but I eat more vegan than not. So I'm trying to get myself 100% there, but I'm just kind of going with it, not putting too much pressure on myself. But when I get there, I get there. That is where my weight is at, and I'm proud of myself. My body is different. It moves a little different. I'm breastfeeding the second time around. My boobs swelled up a lot more. Like, I was very engorged. It was ridiculous. Like, you would have thought I had like some kind of boob job or something with how swollen they were after my milk finally came in. So things have been stretched, and just my body feels a little different. It moves a little different, and for me, it's taken a while to get used to that, feeling and looking different. It hasn't been easy. I feel uncomfortable a lot of the time, even with me losing weight and trying to get healthy and be more toned. It's still trying to get used to my mom bod. Like, it's definitely something different. So yeah, we can go on and talk about how my healing process was. So for Journey, I feel like I healed really quickly. I did have a second degree tear with her, so I did have like 2 or 3 stitches. With Justice, I think I had maybe 1 or 2 stitches. She came really quick. I didn't really feel any tearing, but it's taken a while for things to come back to normal. I had a lot of pelvic floor pain. Like, just my lower pelvic really hurt a lot, and it took a long time for me to be comfortable when it came to walking. Sitting down was fine, but to get up and walk, and oh my gosh, running definitely took me a long time before I decided to run. I don't think I did my first run until like maybe June. I had Justice in April, so I probably didn't run for the first time until June, because I really wanted to take it slow when it came to that. Before Justice, I was running 3 to 4 miles consistently, so I'm trying to get up to like 6 miles, just because it's a goal I have. But it just took a long time for me to feel okay walking, and even recently I was doing some exercise, and all of a sudden my lower abdomen pelvis was like hurting again. So yeah, it's just taken a long time for that to get together. My bleeding took about a month, I would say, to stop, and I can't really say for sure when it actually stopped, because whenever my bleeding stopped, I feel like 3 or 4 days later after that I had my first cycle, my first period. So there wasn't much time in between for me to say, oh, there wasn't an exact date for me to be like, oh yeah, that's when my bleeding stopped, because I really don't know, because it was so close together. So that's another thing, my cycle hasn't started. I'm not one of the people who is blessed to breastfeed and not have a cycle. I have a cycle with Journey, and I immediately started my cycle with Justice. It's just the lot I was given. And I'm looking down at my phone because I have notes on here. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything for you guys. My hair. Yeah, this stuff is dry. It is. Don't let this pineapple, whatever I got going on here, don't let it fool y'all. My hair is dry. My hair is shedding like crazy. Yeah, my edges are falling out. They're balding. Same thing happened with Journey. And on top of trying to take care of 2 kids, trying to take care of my hair, it's been very difficult. So I'm going to try to challenge myself in the weeks to come to do better with taking care of my hair. But it is what it is, you know? But we gonna work on it, okay? We gonna just chill. We gonna get it together. We gonna get it together. Let's talk about these emotions. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm losing my mind. Yeah. At least that's what it feels like most days. When I first brought Justice home, you guys know, if you've watched her birthing story or her first week in the world, you know that she spent a week in the NICU, and that was very stressful. But from the time that I had her, well, from the time that she went to the NICU until like now, it's been very stressful. It's been very hard. Like the hardest thing that I've had to deal with is being stay at home, adjusting to 2 kids, and just family, like all of that, like family life, just my life in general. It's just been crazy. When we first came home, I was just so happy that she was home, so happy to have the girls. Jonathan went back to work earlier than he did with Journey. For Journey, I think he was off for like a full week and a half or something like that. For Justice, he was no, for Journey he was off for 2 weeks. With Justice, he was only off for 1 week, because one, I'm not working and we don't want him to miss that much work, and for his job, like commission based, so he has to be there to make phone calls, get clients, blah blah. So he needed to go back to work sooner, and my mom was here, so, and I have a lot of community that's been helping out, so praise God for that. But like just dealing with both of the girls at the same time, it's hard, man. It's not easy. Just adjusting to Journey's needs, Justice needs, and then my own needs. There were a lot of days where I was not taking care of myself. So simple things, taking a shower, brushing my teeth, and making sure that I eat. There have been days where I wake up, or have been up since like 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and the next thing I know, it's like 3 p.m., 4 p.m., and I have not fed myself anything. I've only been feeding Justice and taking care of Journey. And if you breastfeed, you know that's definitely not good, because you're being drained literally, and you need to make sure that, one, you're getting the proper nutrients, and that your baby is also getting the proper nutrients. So you need to make sure that you're eating a good amount in healthy balance. You need to make sure that you're sleeping, and just taking care of yourself. Like I've learned through having 2 kids under 2 years old that taking care of myself is very important, because if I'm not taking care of myself, then I can't take care of them well either. So that's been an adjustment for me. My emotions have been all over the place. In the very beginning, I was easily irritated by every little thing that could possibly happen. Like, I don't know, I just try to open up a bottle and the cap falls on the floor or something like that. I'm like freaking out, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do anything right. Life sucks. Why is this happening to me? It was just just really hard dealing with Journey and snapping at her for being a toddler, which is not fair to her. Justice is just being a baby crying because she needs food or needs cuddles or whatever the case may be. It's just like every little thing irritated me, and it wasn't really anyone's fault. It was just, I was just on edge all the time, sleep deprived, things like that. So that was super duper hard. I feel like my emotions right now, I'm in a better place. I've gotten routines with the girls. I know when each person is going to wake up. I can talk about their schedules in a different video, but getting the girls on a routine and getting myself on a routine has definitely helped. My emotions are still all over the place. I feel like now I'm at a place where I'm either super mad about everything or I'm just crying and I'm sad about everything. There's rarely an in-between point for me, and it's crazy because my day honestly can be going good. What some people may think is like my day can be going great, honestly, and the smallest thing or just something will happen. Journey turns up. Trying to do something on my phone. Both of the girls start crying at the same time. Journey's not listening to me because she's at that point of a toddler where she's picking and choosing when to listen to mommy and daddy. Like something like that can happen, and it's like the entire day is ruined for me at that point. Jonathan comes home and I barely see my husband. I just see relief from 2 kids and dealing with them by myself, which is not fair to him because he's been working all day. He's had his challenges at work. He's also been up at night helping out with Justice and taking care of her, taking care of me. So trying to get myself out of the mindset of just thinking, hey, here is the relief, like take the kids, let me go take a shower and get a break, even though he's so good with it, and he just deals with me really, really well. Like, he's really chill. So that's something that I've been trying to work on. It's not just seeing him as relief, but as you know, we're both coaches in this thing, and we both trying to just work it out the best that we can, and we have to remember each other and our struggling and our tiredness, and understand that we're both dealing with the same situation. So yeah, that's basically how I'm doing emotionally. The first 3 months, like I felt like my prayer life was all over the place. I barely was praying. Mostly I was saying was like, most praying I was doing was, Lord help me, relieve me from this. Like, I need peace kind of prayer, but not intentional, just spending time in the presence of the Lord. And now I'm definitely trying more, actually ending my day, if I don't start my day, with just spending time with Jesus. And like I said earlier, having a routine for myself and taking care of myself. So making sure that I'm actually taking a bath every day. Some people might laugh at that, like, or say, ew, you don't take a bath every day. It can be really difficult sometimes to take a moment for yourself. Using the bathroom right now is a challenge sometimes. And to do it alone, like, that doesn't even exist anymore. If the girls are awake, one of them is in the bathroom with me. That's just how it is. But making sure that I'm taking a bath, brushing my teeth, eating 3 meals a day at minimum. Like, I wake up and usually I just fix Journey her breakfast, make sure I get Justice fed, everyone's cool, calm, and that's all I'm looking for, and then I forget about myself. So making sure that I'm fed, and working out, taking that time out during the day for myself to do something that's good for me, that I'm going to enjoy, and working out is that. So making sure that I'm eating healthy, yeah, and talking to people and accepting help. So those 2 things I would say has definitely been something that I've taken for granted, that I need to make sure that I do more of, and that I want to encourage other moms to do more of. When people offer their help, you don't have to be what society says is a super mom. Like, you're juggling a whole bunch of things and it seems that you're killing it, all of it, and if you're not killing it, all of it, you're some kind of failure. Like, don't look at it that way. Like, if someone offers to help you, just for you to go to sleep while they watch the kids, like, do that. Let them help you. Let them watch your kids. Like, you need a break. And it's okay. It's okay to need a break. Like, it's totally fine. So yeah, like I said, having a routine, doing things that bring me joy, YouTube, which I have not been doing well of, so I'm coming back, y'all, I promise. YouTube, spending time with my husband, go on date nights, girl nights, whatever you need to do to just have you some me time, it's cool, do it. And don't isolate yourself, because I know for me, especially in the beginning, I just wanted to be alone because I felt like it would be, I wouldn't have to explain myself or my emotions, and I wouldn't have to get myself all worked up and cry and blah, 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 do all that. So I just kind of kept a lot of things to myself, and it didn't help. Actually, I felt better once I've talked to people and kind of got it off my chest and realized people cared. So talk to people, talk to other moms, to other women, like, yeah. That's pretty much how my postpartum journey is going. Falling in love with Jesus even more. Taking it slow with my body, trying to heal properly. I don't know what I'm doing about these emotions, but keep just laying them at the feet of Jesus because they just all over the place. But that's pretty much how it's going so far. If you guys have any questions, if you want to share your postpartum experience, go ahead and leave comments down below. If you want me to cover anything, talk about anything more in detail, like, I'm all down to do it. I plan to kind of update you guys throughout the year just to, one, see how I've improved or gotten worse, whatever may happen, you never know. But I just want to see kind of my own journey as well. So if you have any questions or anything that you guys want to see, want me to talk about, leave a comment down below. Make sure to like this video if you liked it. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, and of course, as always, you know what I'm about to say. Tell your mama, tell your friends, tell your cousins, tell your aunties, tell your uncles, to everybody you know. Come over here. You know, join the Jen team. Like, you know, put them on, let them know what we out here, that we doing stuff or whatever. But yeah, we love you guys so much. Bye.